Six guys.
Shut up, I'm gonna phone Robbie.
You left me for somebody else. Now I left me for somebody.
Shut up, I'm gonna phone Robbie.
Hey Queen, my name is Kira and I am your Commander-in-Chief Skin Therapist here in Brooklyn, New York, and the name of my company is Frontal Beauty and Aesthetics. So I am an aesthetic company. I've been a licensed esthetician for going on 3 years now. I can't believe it. I graduated right before COVID, and I was working out of my home and just really kind of establishing myself. And then of course, the panoramic hit, so we got shut down. But a little bit more about that later. My value is to be certain to use scientifically driven products that are naturally derived. Because I deal with colored skin, people of color, I am very mindful of what I use on them, on us. Try not to use harsh products and harsh chemicals, obviously, but also I want them to be effective. I want them to understand that, you know, you're not going to get the kind of changes you're looking for just from a jojoba tree and shea butter. It's not going to happen. We need chemicals, but good chemicals. That's the value. My mission statement is you only better. And what I mean by that is you already have everything you need to be beautiful. You have everything you need to have the best skin, the best life, the best everything that you need, because we were created in God's image. We're already perfectly made. So all we have to do is do a little tweaking, a little pulling, a little cleaning, a little, basically just some kind of action, a consistent action to get the best version of ourselves. And so I never want to offer or promise or suggest that someone has to be completely different from who they are or what they see in the mirror. What you have is perfect. There's no need for you to change this or do that. If you so choose, then by all means do that. But you only better. You already are exactly what and who you need to be. I offer aesthetics, which is skincare. I do quite a bit of different services, and of course depending on who needs what. So I do extractions, I do LED, which is lighting mode services. I do micro needling, which is actually my very favorite service to do. And I guess the reason for that is because I see the results so quickly. You know, we're literally putting serums and putting treatment directly into the skin. And so when I see my clients see the results so quickly, that just makes my day. So I think that's why that's one of my favorite services. And to whom? Men, women, teenagers. Especially teenagers. I'm really going to be focused on that more so because it's such a weird time in their lives when everything is changing. Hormones are all over the place. And the last thing they need is the thing that's face forward, to not feel or to present the way they want it to. So that can really work and affect their self-esteem. So that's something that I really want to hyper focus on for the new year. But men and women, especially women and men that are dealing with old acne marks, old hyperpigmentation, or really not even knowing how to take care of their skin. They think that what they've seen done for years and years or not done is just enough. You know, you do too much, you're gonna cause problems. You don't do whatever it is grandma used to do, you're gonna cause problems. All of that, just really kind of re-educating everyone and changing their thought on what proper skincare is for people of color. So before I became an esthetician, I was in retail management for over 25 years. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I got to work with amazing brands in the business. And so I learned a lot about skincare from all over the country, Japanese skincare, you know, American skincare, what have you. And part of my job was not only to sell it, but to really educate clients on that and educate my team on these products, why they need it. So I really came to love that aspect of my business, but I was in sales. And the part that I hated the most was the sales part, right? Because you're only as good as what you sold last year or last week or yesterday. That's how I was made to feel. So over time, I knew that I wanted to do something that kind of gave me that connectivity that sales did, or these beautiful products did, or how people felt when they purchased the product that was right for them. I love that aspect of it, that clienteling piece, but I knew I needed to do something on my own terms. So I thought about esthetician. I don't even think I put the name aesthetics to it. I think I put like it was skincare or whatever it was, because I literally had no examples. I didn't know one esthetician. I didn't know, especially a black esthetician. And I didn't even think that it would be something that our community would embrace because, again, we throw Vaseline on it and we keep it moving, you know? So I was like, well, am I gonna make some money on this thing? Because I can't be broke in these streets. So for the longest time, I tucked it in the back of my head as something that maybe I'll do, I would love to do. That would be a passion project. I ain't gonna do it. It was all of that until I just kept coming back to it and realizing, like, every time I started a new job, a great paying corporate job that did all the things and gave me all the things, I was becoming more and more stressed, more and more depressed because it wasn't what I wanted to do. So I'm really grateful that one day my husband was like, what is it you want? And when I told him what I wanted, he was like, then do it. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do it. You know, I'll go to school at night and work full time and see what I can do. He said, no, do it. And I'm so grateful for that gift, to be able to just be a poor student for 6 months to go back to school full time, because it was derived from pure passion. This is what I wanted. I knew for sure after all these years, this is what I wanted. And I'm so grateful for that. And I never looked back. Some of the challenges that I face, I've mentioned a little bit, is our people. Well, actually, it's a challenge, but it's also an additive, because they see people or see me, they feel very comfortable, and I'm so grateful for that. That's something that I've always wanted to lead with in my company. But the challenge is that we want changes immediately, and even though it took years to get our skin to whatever condition it is today, we want these results quickly. We want to make sure we're not being taken advantage of. We want all the things immediately. So that sometimes is a challenge. And I think that I'm not always given the same grace that someone else would be given if they weren't a black woman or a black professional. That's that. Also, sometimes people feel they should get things for free because I am a black woman, which is wild to me. That's another time for another conversation for another time. But that would be the biggest challenges. And also, really most importantly, I feel that people don't believe in preventative skincare. We do not believe in that. We wait till there's an issue, and then we become reactive, and then we want instant results. That's the biggest problem. If we do maintenance, if we do certain things just to take care of our skin, then there will be less heavy lifting to do when you come to see me. And so you wouldn't have to complain about the pricing or the timing, because now we're maintaining. What does my business have in store for us in 2022? I'm doing so much more as far as marketing is concerned, because I really want to reach out to us, not only in my neighborhood, not only in New York and Brooklyn, but also different states. So that is a project that I'm working on. I kind of want to be a traveling esthetician. So I definitely want to set that up, and just to have, you know, appointments with people that, because I have clients that I do virtual consultations, and so I would love to be able to physically touch them and be with them, right? If Panoramic 2022 doesn't happen. But that would be amazing. So that's the plan, to really, really get myself out there more so, to really focus on my marketing, and of course, to hone in my skills, you know, education. That's going to be a huge focus for me this year. I want to know what I know better, and I want to know what I don't know. I want to be able to really give all of us the opportunity to say, listen, this is out here, this is a possibility, you don't have to live with this anymore, or whatever the case may be. So whatever I can learn and bring to our community, that's going to be my focus for 2022. You're going to get honesty with me. You're going to get honesty. I am a genuine person. I genuinely care for the people that I work with. You become an instant friend. That's just what it is. And as an instant friend, I'm going to gently tell you what you should and should not do for your skin, you know. But one of the great things too is you're always going to get a genuine interaction. You know, I'm also a part-time therapist in my studio, and people bring to me as much as I bring to them. So I absolutely love that interaction. I love the vibes that I get to create in my studio. You should work with me because I will not rest until we get the results that you want. That's it. I'm going to find a way. We're going to find a way. We're going to try different things. And I want you to be happy. I genuinely want you to be happy because I understand that you took a chance on me, that you want real results, and that this is not an inexpensive procedure because it's ongoing. So I understand that there's an investment made. And so because of that, I'm going to take your investment very seriously. It's not passive. Anyone you can ask that has worked with me, I do not sell you things you do not need. It's not important for me to sell products. It's important for me to have you see results and that you trust me and that you stay for the long haul. So the journey is why you should stay with me. So you can find me on the Google machine at Full Frontal NYC. That is my website, www.fullfrontalnyc.com. You can find me on Instagram and all my antics in my stories.